Day 65. We're going live in the morning. Let's see if I get different audience, if I catch a different bunch of fish. Now I'm going to bust out my MS Paint. So I've got this open and hopefully it's sharing. Got a few things open. The computer is in overdrive this morning, so I can feel the energy, and whether I lose the stream, we're going to see how we go. So let's talk about how some people get leads on social media, how some people go about it maybe the wrong way a little bit, maybe they get a little bit lost. And I thought, let's bust out MS Paint. Because I answered a question in a forum this morning, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. The people that sort of give advice, I guess, and I see this constantly, is where someone asks a question and maybe the person answering may not have experience in there. So I thought, what a better way than just to bust out my paint and let's just go through this and talk about fishing. Don't know why. Sounds pretty cool. Let's see if I can draw this, because let's see if I can get this open. As I said, chime in on the comments, guys. Let me know if you're on. I'm in the morning, so most of you guys are probably working during the day. Like, what's this crazy guy up to today? I say try different things, guys. Like, don't be afraid to screw things up. Take imperfect action, as I say. So let's talk about when you're a business. And technically, when you're thinking about it, you're going, oh, cool, we've got social media. It's time now to go get some leads, or fish if you want to call them that. So you get your little boat. Let's see how good my drawing skills is. Hey, there we go. There's some water for you guys. I'm going to go a bit visual today. So you go out and buy this nice little boat, and this is like your little social media experience. And then here's you. Maybe let's say you're pink. So you get this little guy, and he's like, wee, and this is you, like all ready to fish. You go like happy. Things are gonna be really great. Hey Tony, no working for me. Oh, okay. I thought you meant not working at all. This is going to be a treat for you guys, because I'm busting out my MS Paint skills today. So this is you, and you're like, cool. I've got to go get some leads. I'll put you for the guys that come in late, because they'll be like, what's this guy doing? You. It's not yo. Maybe you call this Titanic. I don't know. And you're pretty much set up off to sea to go get some leads. I'm going to draw myself on an island. So I'm going to sit here, and Mark's over here. Let me draw a little green little oasis. I'm over here. There's a little Mark. He's sitting on a deck chair. He's watching this all unfold. So this is like me in the forums. Maybe I'm sitting on I'm drinking a little cocktail. I don't know how you draw a cocktail. Holding my little cocktail, drinking it. I'm happy, man. I'm happy that you've started your journey into social media. Like, I'm like, yeah, go for it, man. Go fish. And I'm sitting here. I've got my nice little palm tree. As I said, you never know where these lives are going to go. I can't even see what color these pens are. But I got my little palm tree here. I'm happy as like heck, because I'm like, yeah, finally another person has taken the leap. My palm tree's looking a bit knackered, but you know where I'm going. I'm like, yep. Congrats. So you're like, hey Mark, what do I need to do? And I'm like, well, first of all, let's start fishing, because your leads are down here. So let's you got some leads, like you got some fish. I don't know what color fish are, but you know they're sort of down here, and they're swimming around, and these are your little leads. These are your customers that you're hoping to get. Got a few more people live today. Must have to bust out my MS Paint a little bit more. So first thing I'm like is, hey, you need to get like a fishing rod. Let's get a fishing rod, guys. And I'm going to call it my Facebook fishing rod. I'm going to go nice and simple for you guys. I'm going to go blue. So I'm like, yeah, get your little Facebook fishing rod. And you get it up there, and you hook it up. Let's draw a little thing. Better make sure it goes in the water. And you got your little hook. So you start your little Facebook journey. And this is your little Facebook rod. And then I'm like, hey, how's things going? You getting some nibbles over there? You're like, yeah, I'm not getting many bites at the moment. So I'm like, okay, let's just let's put another rod in the water, because you haven't got any nibbles. Now, if you got a nibble at this stage here, I'm like, okay, we may increase the bait, but let's just say maybe you're not getting any bites, which is some of you guys here. Maybe you're not getting any bites on Facebook. So then I'm like, hey, maybe let's just drop another rod while this one's sitting here. We're not getting any nibbles. So let's drop a, I don't know what color Google is. I don't know if they, who knows? They've got 3 colors. So I'm like, hey, drop another rod. This is my Google rod. Fish over here, and drop another little hook over here. Whee! I said, there's 4 of you guys in the video. Just jump in, like, tell me how my skills are with MS Paint. let's just join in the pure comedy. And then if you're still not getting any bites at this stage here, I may suggest you drop another rod. Maybe it's YouTube or Instagram. I don't know what color Instagram is. I think they're red. And maybe you drop another rod, a little tiny one. And you're fishing. So I like say like, maybe you got to test a few of these out and wait till you get a couple of nibbles. Maybe get one and then you pull it up and you get a couple. And then before you know it, like one of these rods is a little bit better. But I've been on here going, hey, just try these things. Like, keep trying. And I say, like, maybe 5 minutes in, hooks everywhere. And I like go, like, maybe they're not biting today. Maybe come back tomorrow. So I like say, try this a few times. Now, here's the thing I see a little bit differently over. So Mark has also got a bar. So while, like, Tony's at the bar, I've got my little cool bar over here. So like, there's little drink stands. I've got my little bar. So this is where the cool people hang out. So these guys here have already figured out fishing. So I got Tony over here. Let's draw her. She's like, yeah. Oops, she got long hair. Well, I'm just going to draw that. She's got a cocktail as well. I don't know what type you drink, Tony, but let's just put it over here. Maybe got a bottle of wine. Looks like you're doing cocaine, but who knows? It's not a straw, it's a wine bottle. But I've got another friend over there as well. I don't know who else is on my live. Wine bottle. If anyone else is on my live and wants to join my little bar over here, I'll put a person here. And when you tell me who's on the live, you can be my next little person. So I've got some other friends over here. They've also figured out the art of fishing. Like they've done the hard thing. They've partied up. So they've parked their boats over here. So they've got all their little boats over here. Steve's on here as well. So we've got Steve. Steve's got a little beer. Yeah, let's get a beer bottle for him. Wendy's here as well. So Steve's got a beer. He's drinking. He's happy. Party's going off. We've got Wendy. She's over here as well. She's in my bar. She's been out fishing. So she's been out there fishing. She's been working it. So she's happy as well. We're parked up, man. We're happy as heck. So occasionally when this person's over, they're like, hey, Mark, things aren't working. I'm turning around to my bar and I'm like, hey guys, what worked for you? What was the fishing spot? What bait did you use? And then I'm yelling out across to these guys here and going, hey, I've done it myself. Or these guys over here have figured it out. You guys can't see my mouse. Doesn't matter. Nadine's on here as well. So we've got Nadine. She's also figured it out. So my bar's not big enough to fit Nadine in. I'll squeeze her in. Let's put her in. So Nadine's over here. She can be a little bit green because I know Nadine likes to party. So Nadine's over here. She's not drinking because she's drunk too much. So she's also parked her boat up. Let me see if I can scroll these comments. And this is where I see in the forums people go a little bit wrong. So let's put another guy who's also ventured out into social media land, and he's heard about people making money. So let's draw another little ocean over here. Whee! Now this guy goes a little bit differently, right? He's got a boat. Let's put him out here. So I said, you never know what's going to go on my video. I thought I'd do MS Paint today. So let's put this other guy. He's a bit green. Let's make him dark green. He thinks he's Mr. Cool. Now, he goes a little bit differently here. So before he knows it, maybe he asks on a forum or maybe someone comes along and sees him and they've got a jet ski. So they're going buzzing past. I don't know how to draw a jet ski. I guess it's like this. So here's a rad dude that comes along. And he's got a phone in his hands. Because he watches a few inspirational guys. So he watches all this stuff. So he's seen some stuff. And he's cool. He's got his gangster glasses on. So I don't know how you draw them. He's like, yeah. It looks like a pirate. And he's happy. Now, a different thing here is this person is like, hey, what do I do? And maybe this person, just like this person up here, this guy appears out the blue. And he's like, you know what? I haven't really done this, but I've seen some videos out there. So I know what you need. You need this magical rod. You're gonna buy it off me because I've seen this video and it's a super duper rod. We've got the whole thing. We've got all these tactics. It's like a rod. We've got like my rod's getting a bit bent here, but we've got like Facebook, Google, Instagram, LinkedIn. Like we're going all in just in one thing. I've got this special software. Like it does everything. And you know what? I've got these widgets as well. So it's got like 10 hooks on it. And it's got like all these shiny whistles on it. So I've got like some different types of bait. So I got maybe some different lead magnets. Maybe got some types of ads I'm running. And then he pretty much goes, cool, no problem. I'll speed you up in that process, and he gets some cash from it. Meanwhile, Marky's over here giving his free daily videos, giving value. This person here gets a nibble. So the difference is this person over here is like, I'm getting no results. I said magic wand. Oh yeah, it could be a magic wand. At this stage here, you know, he's even got the cool hat. So he's even bought from this guy this cool hat. You know, because this hat's going to magically fix all these problems as well. Which I think is like a lot of us, we buy some magical software that's going to solve a lot of our problems. And he bought the sunglasses to match. Like he's going all in. So he's also got a pair of, my glasses are pretty crap. So he's also got a pair of glasses. Looks like he's got a bra on his head, but we're going with it. But, you know, he's bought into the hype because he wants to fast track stuff. So he wants to shortcut. So he's like, I want to make some money. I want to make it really quick, really fast. And I don't care. So he's all about the money. So he's providing no value to his customers. And he goes in and finds Mr. Jet Ski with his Lambo. I don't know where I'm going with this. So it's a Lambo brand jet ski. So you know the guys that pop up in your feed and they're all going to magically solve your problems. Now here's the difference. Mark up here is like yelling with his like friends out here because we've all cracked it, man. By this stage here, we got fishes galore. So by this stage, we've installed a pizza oven to cook our fishes up because we ain't got time to like cook them. I don't know where I'm going to put my little fish. Oh look, I got some more room. So we expand the island at this stage here, and we put a pizza oven in because we're going to cook some more fishes. Like it's cool fish. Woo! Like we're cooking the fishes. Like, you know, things are going off over here. And this person's like, I want to get to your island. I'm like, settle down, man. You need to catch some more fishes first. So let's get back over to here and help this guy a bit more. So I got a little bar of people, which is my little Facebook group and friends. Loving the island. The island's going off because now we've got a pizza oven, man. We've got fishes going in there. So let's put some fishes in here. We've got fishes, we've got cocktails, we've got beer. We name it. We'll probably put a distillery on this island soon. Maybe at this time here, a few other people have cracked the code and they've joined my little island over here. So at this stage here, this guy's like, I've got some bites now. You know, what do I do? And I'm like, what bites are you getting? He goes, it's happening over here. It's this Facebook one. And maybe Instagram, maybe Google. So this stage here, I'm like, okay, let's just ditch these rods for the time being. Let's just get rid of these. And let's put some more Facebook ones down. I don't know how you erase on this, so I'm going to try and erase. Let's see if I can get rid of this. Whoa. So at this stage here, I'm going, Facebook's working really well. Let's just get rid of these rods because they're wasting your time. So he's getting his fish. I should probably show some fish on the boat. Now the island's not like the Island the movie, so we're not having that thing where people are disappearing from the island, being harvested for body parts. Yeah, bit of a funny one. Whoops, now I got a thick wave there. Let's get back to stroke 2. So this stage here, he's catching some fish. He's got like one fish, maybe a couple. Oh, my fish is looking pretty dead now. So at this stage here, I'm encouraging my guys like, hey, put some more lines down, man. Facebook's working for you. Oh man, now my phone's ringing. Let me just pause this one here. Client probably saying, why are you on Facebook? What? But we're all cool with this because he probably wants to get on the island too. So let me drop this one down. So we put another rod in, and pretty much he drops another one. And now he starts to catch some more fish. Now, at this stage here, let me just check this text message, make sure it's nothing urgent. Sorry, intermittent interrupt here, no voicemail. That's okay. I'll call that guy back in a sec. So at this stage here, what's happening now is he's running around the boat. He's trying to keep all these fishing rods balanced. So now I'm like going, hey guys, what did you guys do? Like when you had this problem where you're getting so many leads, like how did you keep up to them? So I turn around and like I've got my idea of what I did to get my little cocktail and not have to fish so much. But I reach out and I'm like, hey Tony, what did you do? And she goes, Mark, you know what I did? I hired some little people on my boat. So Tony goes, she teaches this guy maybe how to get some VAs. So he gets another guy in here. what are VAs? What color should we make the VAs? I don't know. Don't know if be racist or sensist. Let's just make them grey because they're neutral. So he gets a little buddy on here. And he's like, yeah, man. Now I've got a little friend, man. Join me on the journey. Before he knows, he adds some more little VAs, so they help him out to sort of keep the rods. Now this guy here, purple. Yeah, let's put a purple one on there. I don't even know. Eggplant? Plum? Oh, man. Couldn't even name him purple. So maybe there's a little VA over here, and he's got a little rod. So he's a bit of a newbie VA, so we'll give him a smaller rod because he doesn't know what he's doing. But he's still catching some leads. So he's down there hooking, like look at this. He snagged one for you already. And at this stage here, the successful people with their little boats. This guy over here, like he's still messing around. Like he's at this stage here, he's maybe had one nibble, maybe he hasn't done that. So he's like, it's still not working. So another guy on a jet ski arrives. Maybe this guy's like another guy's I don't know where I'm going with this. Another guy pops over here and he's got another jet ski. Maybe this is a Ferrari. And he's like, hey man, no, you got the wrong rods, man. You need something else. You need this fancy widget. So he takes some more cash off him. Sells him this magical, what should we say? What's he going to sell him? What else could I put in here? Maybe it's a special book on how to fish. So now this guy's now reading a book. He's not fishing. And he's still got these in there. Maybe he's scrapped these. He's still got these in there. So he's now spent some more money. This guy up here is like, man, I'm loving it over here, man. I'm getting leads. So at this stage here, I'm like, he's like, how do I get over to the island? And I go, well, you can't get to the island because like we've all figured out over here how to pretty much not be on that boat. So he needs to, at this stage here, figure out how he's going to get off the boat to get to the island. As I said, we've parked our boats up on here, but maybe we've got our little team on here. I don't know why I've gone down the VA route, but I want to show you guys how you get to the island, how you do it smarter. So he goes and buys a bigger boat at this stage because he can't fit any more VAs on, and he's also having to manage these VAs. So he gets another boat, so he upgrades, like a big ass boat. And all the guys come over, and then he's dropping multiple rods. Like he's got like a trawler at this stage here. Don't know why it's a green boat. And he's driving it, like he's up here. He's like, he's getting a little bit cool. Like he's in the aircon. Things are good. Maybe he's starting to have a little sip of beer at this stage here because I don't know why it might look like little. I don't know what them things are. Little cocktails. But at the back, he's got his little VAs. They're having the party for him. Life's good because, they got guidance. It could be a team. Maybe got some staff. And he can fit more of these guys on there. Don't know why they look like flowers. Let's put some purple ones on there. And now, maybe they expand and they start dropping some different rods in. So this stage here, maybe they've figured out their Facebook strategy and now they're dropping a big-ass net off the back. So they're like they're scooping up like all the fish now. And at this stage here, they now start to explore. Maybe let's get some rods out and try maybe LinkedIn. So this guy over here, he starts fishing. And then another guy over here, he's like, hey, I've heard of this thing called Clubhouse. Clubhouse is where the party's at, guys. And he drops a little hook down there. But the majority of the work is being done because these guys over here are pulling in the big trawl. Like they've figured out their strategy on Facebook. They've done it every day. They've come out in the fleet. They've harvested. And then eventually, what happens? Cool thing is, what's happened to this guy over here? He's still stuck out there because he's relying on people, I guess, that maybe haven't done it. Maybe have never figured it out. This guy here, did he have any like hooks? Did he catch any? No, he saw a video, he saw a video. So because he saw a video, he watched a YouTube, he thinks he knows how to do it, but he's never actioned it. So he's never fished because he's too busy on his jet ski. I said, let me know if you guys are finding value in this mad thing. I don't know where that moved. Let me see if I can get that back over. Let me readjust this one here because we boat. Got to get the Lambo guy in the shot. Hey, now we're back. So the difference is, think about when you guys on the forums or wherever you are and you're asking these questions, have a look at their profile and just take it at face value. And then obviously if you're being sold to, is it progressing you, or should you just get your fishing hook out, test a few different avenues, see what works for you. As I said, my dailies, I'm putting out so much content at the moment. I'm happy to show you guys theories and strategies. I've got my little Facebook group, which probably needs a little bit of love. But over here, as I said, we've got this little island. And then eventually what happens? Mark's like, hey, you've done so well. You know what? Come over to my little land. I don't know what I'm going to call this. And he puts his bridge down. And I'm like, hey man, you finally made it to Party Island. Have a beer. Like, you did it, man. You finally figured out the whole strategy around, like, how to build your business. And it was, I said, like, putting different little hooks down. Man, this picture looks like rubbish. Now I've done it. But let me know who's still on this live, because there's three or more of you. But as I said, don't get suckered into the hype of, like, these Lambo guys and, like, these guys that pop up in your Facebook feeds, I guess, that are, like, telling you, I guess, how to fish, or this shiny object, or you're buying this next book. Like, sometimes it's just going to require, you're going to have to push your boat out there. You're going to have to push your boat out. You're going to have to put a hook down, like, put some rods down. And then when you get a nibble, like, wait for a couple of nibbles. Like, wait till you pull a couple in. Yeah, Wendy's still here. Like, wait till you pull a couple in and then go, cool, now I know it's Facebook. Now I know it's LinkedIn. Now I know it's this. Maybe you have to change the rod and put a different lure on there. But, like, if you got one rod down, or you got a couple, like, as soon as you get that, then it's like, cool, Facebook works for me now. So now I'm going to try some different bait on there. And then I said, like, with this up here, it might be, whoops, that these little Facebook guys that have the Facebook rods down, try some different baits. Like, maybe this guy's got an ebook. Maybe this guy runs some ads. Maybe this guy posts organically. Yeah, the quiet ones are the ones that make it. And I said, don't get into the hype. Like, it's very easy for people, as I said, to have, sitting on a Lambo, sitting there, have seen something. Yeah, this is different. But be them guys that build them bigger boats. If you're going to buy a Lambo, then by the time you buy the Lambo, like, we've expanded that. Like, this is the cool thing. Us cool kids over here, we've been doing the hard yards. And at this stage here, we expanded out. And maybe we do put a little Lambo, thing. But we don't put pictures of us on it. Maybe at this stage here, we've started consuming all the alcohol, so we put a distillery in here. I don't know what a distillery looks like. Maybe it's a big tank. Maybe at this stage here we put a little, don't know if we put a jet plane. But we enjoy life over here. It's cool. And you want to be over here with the cool doers. And these guys here have full experience because they got the little boats parked up with their little team out here. Like, this is a cool place. These are the action takers. And all that separated these guys from this guy over here was they took some action. Distillery here. That's all they did. They took imperfect action. They went out and fished on their crappy little boat. Maybe it was leaking. Maybe things weren't working. But they just put the hard yards in. They went out every day. Maybe this guy here, his downfall was he only went out once a week, once a month. But he had one rod and he kept buying all these little things that were going to magically fix it, which I call tactics. So he kept trying all these little tactics and didn't get anywhere. All the guy up here did was literally took some action. He put some rods down. He asked for help. And he also looked at the people that were, like, guiding him. And he, it was like, who are these cool people? Have they actions? And have they actually had a boat? These guys all had little fishing rods, so they were all parked their things up. Maybe they do this as a hobby now and they've got a big, massive fleet out there. So up here we've got like a built boat in operation. But the same deal, they sort of, Facebook, as I said, like, is one strategy. But you can see in this little thing, I've showed you, like, ways of, like, in a story of catching your leads by using a boat, using different strategy. As I said, this example here was like leveraging someone like Tony and going, hey, I need a team. Maybe you got your little VAs, but they're not working well. And you reach out and I'm like, hey, Mark, who do you know? I'm like, hey, Tony's over here. She knows about VAs. Go see her. And Tony flies out. She flies out in a little helicopter, or she's like over here, like buzzing. Again, just giving you advice. Like, well, there's Tony. She's looking a bit drunk. She probably shouldn't have flown that helicopter. But it's Party Island. And the same, like, Nadine has had a successful business, or has a successful business. I don't know why I said had. But she's figured out how to get staff, and they're not VAs. It's the same deal. Like, reach out to these people and, like, look at these people that have done it, like, have cracked the code. And you'll be surprised how many people are quite open to sort of tell you what they did. And sometimes it can be that thing like, if you're not sure about one person, ask another person the same thing and just ask them. And that's where I said, like, I don't know what this island is. It's the oasis, the long lost place that a lot of people don't make it to. And I said, don't get stuck here and be this guy here. Buying more hats, buying more trinkets, buying more lures, looking at all the people like these guys here. When you look, they never had any fishing rods. They never put any action down. They hadn't gone out there and rode the hard seas. Like these guys over here, they're hard. They're hard, and they've been out there through like the bloody storms. Through the waves, through their boat crashing. Like the other thing these guys had, I guess, which when you think about it, is maybe their boat sank. Maybe they just had to buy another boat. Maybe their fishing rod snapped, So use these guys to inspire you. And they said they're the sort of people, if you look at my friends, there's a bunch of us on here that are just like different business owners and different journey. Some have marketing experience, some are sales, some are phenomenal customer service, some are phenomenal at like hiring VAs, some are phenomenal at helping you. I said, just reach out. Like when you're putting these questions out in groups, just have a look at the people that are answering them. And before you get like hyped into these things, just have a look at their profile and just check them out and see, like, are they another person that's just seen another technique or a tactic and are just regurgitating it to you, or have they actually done and put this stuff in action? Because you want to be with these action taker. This is Action Island. I'm going to put the sign up here because you know what? That's what it is. This is the magical place you want to be. Oh man, I gotta try and write action with a mouse. This is Action Island. These are where the cool people hang out, the action takers. And they said they're like the battled hardened pirates of the sea. They didn't go out and get a jet ski and float around. They went the hard way. They got this one here. Actually, you know what this boat's gonna be called? This boat is called MS Bootstrapper. Actually, I'm not gonna write it, but call it. Well, you know what I mean. It's MS Bootstrapper. That's what I'm going to call that one. But as I said, I felt like the motivation this morning to, I don't know, bust out my paint. Did you guys get value from this? Like, did you enjoy my little drawing? Should I do more of these? I don't know. While I'm on the live, hanging out at Party Island, let me know. Where do you think you are? Like, if you're on the live, like, which part are you on? Are you like just starting out, like in this little boat over here? Are you on the cruise liner? How can you tell if they've done it? Probably easy. How can you tell if they've done it? It's a good question. I mean, you can ask them. Obviously, if you look at their profile, their history. Like if you look at Tony's not going to be like, you have some like dig a bit deeper. Like maybe look at what questions they're answering, where they're active. Like with me, a lot of you guys would actually meet me in person, so you've seen what I've done. You've seen that some of you guys probably don't know that I've had like a manufacturing business. I've had other little businesses. So I've put my money where it is first. These guys here, unfortunately, can be a little bit harder to see sometimes. So maybe it's just sometimes finding them people that you know are legit, and then they introduce you to more people who are legit. That's probably one way of finding them. Facebook groups, Facebook stuff like that. I guess the downside is, like, unless they sort of do video or they put themselves out there, like it can be a little bit harder to suss them out. So it's normally, I guess, you find a group of people that you sort of bond with, and you'll see that a lot of you guys, especially on this live today, have become really good friends. And I know some of you personally. I've met you in person. Some have met you on Zoom because you're on the other side of the earth, and I'm trapped in Australia and I can't go anywhere. And we've become good friends. And I think it's a good way of doing it. But I guess sometimes you're going to get sort of caught up. Like I've bought off these jet ski guys before, but eventually you sort of realize after a while, like I guess the thing is, like, if it's an easy solution, like they're like, hey, this is some way of making some quick money. It's going to be a quick process. It's not going to require much work. Then it's probably a warning sign that that's probably it. These guys here, they're out here every day fishing, putting in the hard yards. The VAs, some maybe fall over the side. They lose some at sea and they have to go find some more. But they're out there every day chipping away. I guess that's one of the questions. But as I said, like, look at these different people in the live today. Like, you know, these are, as I said, these are my people. These are pretty much, these are pretty much business owners. These are exactly people like you. You'll be surprised how many of them are out there that aren't just marketers. As I said, I mixed the two together. And I said, let's all try and make it over to Action Island. I said, sometimes we go back out, and like the next thing for us would be, I'm running out of stuff over here because I ain't got enough room. But we may go, you know what, this island's getting a bit small for us. Let's go a bit bigger. And like the ocean is like really choppy over here. Like we're like, holy shit, man. We're going to need a few of us to man this because we ain't going to all make it like unless we pull together. So we're like going, cool, we need a bigger, like we can't fit any more on. We've got a pizza oven, distillery. We've put a massive sign, Action Island. Maybe the sign here, we want to put a big screen in. We want to put like a multi-level disco in here. I don't know what we're going to put over here. We're out of Island. So we're going to then get our boats together, the whole lot of us, and we're going to go again. And we're going to head over this way here. So another cool thing, I guess, about being around these people is when we're ready to go for that next one, we can, I guess, support each other. Yeah. And ride them waves out and not be, I guess, like this guy here over stuck on his lonesome, hoping to get rich. I said, always reach out. Join in my dailies. I always give out heaps of crazy advice like this. But yeah, as I said, I enjoyed doing this MS Paint. I enjoyed the Action Island. I enjoyed being on this live with you guys. Some of you stayed and watched. As I said, you may make it into some of my little drawings, but I might do some more of these. I think these are cool. But I encourage you guys just to get out there and fish on your boat, put a few rods in the water, get a couple of nibbles, and then maybe put the other rods aside for the time being and get some more like of that rod that's working, and then maybe play with that bait a little bit. And then, as I said, there's different ways of expanding and to make this easier so you're not always in that thing. Like another example is like a lot of people will reach out at some stage and maybe like they don't put VAs in and they hire like a marketing agency or something like that to run the boat for them. But they've put the hard yards in, so they pretty much know what the fish should be caught, what type of rods they should be using. So they can pretty much yell out and go, hey, like this guy here when he's getting off the boat. I mean, say this is a marketing firm. You know, he knows what's going on. So if he can turn around and go, like he can keep an eye and go, hey, like, why have we got these rods in the water? Like, why are we doing this? Like, so he knows what should be done. And then the same thing, if he needs to replace that little operator with another one, he knows what's going on. Like, he's not held to ransom. Like, he's not, you know, oh my God, this guy here now needs more money. Like, you know, like what if he leaves? He knows how the ropes sort of work. But you can form good relationships and have other people steer it. I like the little VA route. That works pretty well. Some people, as I said, put staff on. I've done that. I've done it both routes. And on that note, how long have I've been on for half an hour? Geez, time flies when you're having fun and drawing and being creative. But thanks for joining the video today, guys. I'm going to wrap it up because you guys have got work to do because it is I don't know what time it is in different parts of the world, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I've got to phone some clients back. But really appreciate you guys on here, and I'm going to check out and see you guys tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay, catch you guys.